Sometimes I wonder, right? Maybe because of what I do, right? Which is survival and preparedness. I'm an author. I write books about survival, preparedness, financial collapse, and that sort of thing. That's what my other channels are about. If you see the little YouTube thing there about, yeah, those are my main channels. That's what I actually do, right? Survival and preparedness, both in English and Spanish. Maybe it's because of that, but I'm losing faith in humanity at an accelerated rate. The amount of stupidity, the amount of really, have we become this idiotic? Is this the point humanity has reached? And then I see this in Spectrum. CIG, Zelda on the Switch has more sophisticated physics. No shit. The real actual game made by a real developer, which is actually one of the best games ever made, has better physics than the broken mess in which nothing has been physicalized and everything is embarrassingly bad and buggy. Yeah, sure, yes, of course it is. What's going on here? Surely a systemic-driven physics solution would at least consider the mass between the two objects, right? Is this why it is so easy for players to push each other through walls? It is. You cannot compare one thing with the other. You're comparing a fantastic game made with absolute care to detail. Vero, how many bugs have you seen? Like in Zelda, like Breath of the Wild? I finished that game, actually. It is fantastic. It is really one of the best games ever made. And yes, the physics are beautiful, like everything else in that game. Are you nuts? Serve? Are you crazy? Or just slow in the head? You cannot compare both things. One is not even a game. The other one of the best games ever made. Yes, the physics are fantastic. Yes, CIG has this Frankenstein mess of an engine for a broken game in which they're not even interested in investing in and pushing it to anything useful. So yeah, it is horribly bad, the physics that you have in nothing makes sense. It is, of course, why you're being not only pushed through, but things flying around for no reason, people just going off the fucking planet, and just there's no logic to it. You're trying to analyze something that is pointless, right? The problem is is trying to make every stupid little thing that doesn't matter persist in the game, while the big things that should persist, like your corpse or your ship or weapons, all go poof. No, that's exactly what people are. No, they're not trying to make anything persist. Everything does not persist. Everything disappears immediately. So much so that, yeah, at times even your ship disappears as soon as you move away. Why? Because they've been lying about persistence. This has always been a massive lie. For at least 5 years, they've been saying that there is such a thing and there is not. And there was a moment, I guess a couple years ago, there was a moment in which, man, there is a little bit more persistence here. But of course, first of all, there is a practical problem with persistence, which is everything ends up being full of crap, which I get it. But then don't even talk about it. Don't promise persistence, let alone don't talk about as if persistence actually exists in the game, which it does not. Then they made like this excuse of, well, we cannot have this, so we're cleaning up this areas and that. But then the reality is, no matter where you drop anything, it's never going to be there. It just gets cleaned up. It's because of the practical mess that it is, and mostly because they don't have the servers for it. Why? Well, they don't want to pay for it. Again, two big problems why persistence was never going to be a thing. That's why you don't have persistence in the game. That's why they've been lying about it. And now people are realizing, God damn it, we don't have persistence, right? Entity persisting, streaming, and bullshit. Like, no. Kind of a little bit like server meshing. Like, server meshing will be the start of everything. Once server meshing is off, everything will be perfect. There will be no bugs. Everything will be fixed because server meshing is this. No, it's still this broken, messy Frankenstein engine that is condemned to failure. That's what you're looking at, right? It's condemned to fail because it's a mixing up crap and patchwork of a number of people that have come and gone, and it is insane, right? You can clip through things in Zelda. Yeah, that's gonna be. I've never had that happen, and again, I finished the game without ever I don't even remember that ever happening. No. It's a hard problem to fix, requires giving up some other things too. It's also not that important to tweak right now. Now, nothing is important, right? Everything is elevators killing you or not showing up. You cannot even claim your ships. Everything is, that's not important right now. We need to work on something else, right? It's ridiculous, yeah. In fact, the OP is probably more serious and factual and less believable. You cannot compare one thing with the other. It's as simple as that. One is an actual work of art in the world of video games. The other one is more like a money grab scheme than an actual real game. See you later, folks. Take care.